So in this video, I'm going to show you a short mindfulness technique that relates to the breath and breathing. The breath is a really interesting thing because it has both the quality of being natural and automatic. You can release control of the breath and you won't stop breathing. Your body will pick up where you left off because it knows how to breathe all by itself. But you can also kind of intervene and regulate the pacing, the speed, the depth, and other kind of parts of the breath so that you can be in more of control of it. And both, have their utility to be able to release the breath and let it go, which you do most of the time anyway, or to kind of intervene and control it a little bit more. So there are two ways I would suggest that you intervene and control it to allow yourself to kind of tap into some soothing qualities of relaxation in the body. So there's kind of a common agreed upon pace of the breath that kind of sets your heart rate variability at a healthy range. And this is an average, but what I'd suggest trying is letting your in-breath and out-breath be set for the duration of about 5 seconds apiece. Okay, so if you slow your breath down, you'll probably have to slow your breath down to make your in-breath last for 5 seconds and let your out breath last for 5 seconds, and make sure that they're kind of big breaths, or comfortably big breaths anyway, and try to let that be your kind of standard throughout your whole day. And that takes a little bit of concentration or a little bit of reminding. But in terms of an actual practice of like a sit-down, a meditative practice of mindfulness, what I'd suggest you try is in-breath, make that duration for about 5 seconds, but then double it on the out-breath. That tends to help over time kind of lower the heart rate gradually, especially if you're feeling anxious, worked up, or irritated or angry. So let's try that for a few moments here. If you're interested in trying it with me right now, you can just set your own kind of inner clock and really try to hear the counting clearly in your mind. Hear your mental voice say 1, 2, 3, and make sure you're kind of timing the seconds as accurately as you can. Breathing in for 5 seconds, hold for just a second or two, feeling your body filled up with that air. And then as you release, push out all of the breath gently for the duration of 10 seconds. It might take you a couple of breaths to kind of get the balance right. It might feel a little awkward juggling those counting and timing the breath, but hang with it. So let's do that together for maybe 5 in and out breaths. Okay, so I won't talk through this exercise. I'll just let you count in your own head. So breathing in for 5 seconds, hold for a moment, breathing out for 10 seconds, doubling that, and let that happen 5 times. Okay? So let's try that together. If you're in a place where you can practice this for a few moments, do your best to let your spine lengthen up first, to open up the cavity of the chest and let the lungs have plenty of room to move. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin counting in your own mind, hearing the numbers clearly in your mind. Timing 5 seconds in, hold for a moment, 10 seconds out. Let's do that together. so hopefully that was about the right time for you. A couple of other quick um, maybe reminders or tips. If you have trouble keeping up with the counting of what breath you're on, just try holding up fingers, or if you're to hold fingers with the other hand, when you run out of fingers, then you're done. And also try to let the breath move from your nose all the way down to the very bottom of your stomach, just below the belly button, even way down there. Even though, of course, that's not where your lungs are, that space in your body can feel really tense and constricted unless we allow the feeling of the breath to go all the way down there. And if you're kind of deeply belly breathing like that, relaxing the diaphragm and letting it open up and stretch, you can get the maximal effects of relaxation. So I hope this is something that you find useful and relaxing. Just try to plug it into your day every once in a while, and keep that in balance with just generally trying to let your breath go slightly deeper and longer. Maybe even reminding yourself about that 5 second in, 5 second out ratio kind of on average. And then trying these 5 second in, 10 second out little exercises throughout your day.